Marvel Studios just delayed like all the biggest movies in the next 3 years, so let's talk about it. Welcome back to the Phase Zero YouTube channel. Beatty here. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you hit thumbs up on this video if you want these movies to release sooner than later, but be very good at the same time. We're about to talk about all the release date shifts that Marvel Studios and Disney just announced, and why I think that's actually a good thing. Calm down! Blade is going from November 3rd, 2023 to September 6th, 2024, and that's just one of the many Marvel Studios films which has got a new release date today. Deadpool 3 just announced. It's going from September 6th, 2024 to November 8th, 2024. Fantastic Four, we know Matt Shakman is directing that one. That one's going from November 8th, 2024 to February 14th, 2025. That one's going to be dropping right before Avengers: The Kang Dynasty now. Untitled Marvel film, which was that February 14th, 2025 date, is now releasing on November 7th, 2025. And Avengers: Secret Wars is not dropping in 2025 anymore. If you've been listening to the podcast, you know we've been predicting this one. It's not coming out on 11/7/25. It is now dropping on May 1st, 2026. Anybody who thought we were getting two Avengers movies in the same year that isn't named Kevin Feige, Kevin, no shade at you, bro. Anybody who thought that was actually going to happen, I'm going to call them a little bit crazy. Ever since this was announced, it was kind of like, well, there's no way that's going to happen, right? And it's not happening. Now, Kang Dynasty is in May of 2025. Avengers: Secret Wars drops in 2026. And personally, I think this is great news. There's been a lot of changes behind the scenes and with the plans at Marvel Studios recently. Armor Wars going from a series on Disney Plus to a movie is one of them. Blade losing its director and now causing seemingly a domino effect in changes of release dates being another big one. Deadpool 3 existing in the first place is a big one. But there's been so many changes behind the scenes that it just makes sense. They're taking their time with these projects. They're going to cast them. They're going to write them. They're going to react to the reactions to Phase 4 and get everything right in Phases 5 and 6. I kind of look at Phase 4 as one of the biggest learning curves for Marvel Studios so far. The Infinity Saga, it seemed like everything was easy. Everybody pretty much loved everything they were putting out. And then after Endgame and Spider-Man Far From Home, the epilogue, wrapped up the Infinity Saga. The Multiverse Saga has been a very mixed bag. We always hear, like, I loved WandaVision, I really liked Loki, but I stopped kind of watching after that. Spider-Man No Way Home was awesome. Shang-Chi was good, but the rest have just been kind of middling. Yes, some of us love all these movies. Some of us hate all these movies. I have, for the most part, enjoyed a lot of this, but there's also been quite a bit in Phase 4 of the Multiverse Saga that I've been like, I wish that was better. Thor: Love and Thunder, the first time I watched it, I laughed a ton. I've never had a movie drop in its ranking and rating in my head the more I thought about it as much as Thor: Love and Thunder has. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Eternals, movies I wished were better. I liked Black Widow. A lot of people didn't. She-Hulk, it's good at what it is. It's getting a very divisive reaction, to say the least. The Disney Plus shows seem very inconsequential to the overarching story. It feels like Marvel Studios is saying, hey, let's pump the brakes a little bit. We've been churning out so much content. Let's take a look at what we're doing. Let's make sure we're making this the best it can possibly be. Let's make sure the VFX are up to par. Let's make sure the directors, the screenwriters, the cast members, the crew members have what they need to make this look and be as good as it can be for the audiences, so they keep coming out in droves. And that's what I want, honestly. I love the fandom of the MCU, and right now it's in a very toxic place. People are always crying and screaming and complaining and yelling at each other on Twitter and in comment sections and all that stuff. I like this better when we were all just kind of celebrating stuff. And yes, you can have opinions and criticize things, but right now it's just everybody saying the MCU fell off. I will say I do think that Phase 4 has been the weakest phase in a lot of ways compared to Phases 1 through 3. It's been kind of scattered. The through line for the overarching story just doesn't seem to be there. And overall, some of the projects just aren't as good as I've wanted them to be. It seems like Marvel Studios wants to deliver these projects in a way that is just going to be more universally beloved and received in better ways, which is good for all of us. My favorite part of the MCU has been the fandom. The hype leading up to Avengers: Infinity War and Avengers: Endgame was second to none. And Secret Wars being less than 3 years away from the time I'm recording this video felt really weird. It was like Thanos took 10 years to really get his moment in Infinity War and Endgame. It was fun to talk about the Infinity Stones. It was fun to talk about where is the Soul Stone. Is Captain America going to die? Is Iron Man going to die? Is this going to happen? Is that going to happen? And with Secret Wars, we're less than 3 years away from that original release date, and there's really not even much to talk about yet. I really hope they'll take their time, they'll build these characters, we'll spend more time with characters we just met, like Shang-Chi, we'll get another Spider-Man movie, and we can get there. We can just have a good time with it, and we can get really high quality products from Marvel Studios and the Marvel Cinematic Universe that gets us fully invested and keeps us invested and guessing what's next and excited to see it play out. Now, I'm still very excited for the MCU, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't want Phase 4 to have been a little bit better. So this has all given me hope for an even brighter future. We have tons of characters in the MCU now. Lots of them are really, really awesome. It's like, yo, we have Miss Marvel on the screen, She-Hulk, Moon Knight. All these characters from Marvel Comics are being realized in the MCU, and that's amazing. There's no need to rush to the big event story that's going to tie all of the Multiverse Saga together. Take the time with it, find the directors, find the cast members, find the story, do it right. That's all I want. What do you think of all the delays Marvel Studios revealed today? Is there one movie from that list of delays you really wish you could just see tomorrow? Share it in the comments section or send it my way on Twitter at BrandonDavisBeatty. And be sure to subscribe to this Phase Zero YouTube channel for more updates like this one, exclusive interviews, and live shows every Thursday. See you there.